check out this one. You guys know I'm a geode guy, right? Like you can see my hand, right? I like geodes. Not as much as opals, but I love geodes. Top or the bottom and the top. Sick. Y'all know I was born in Oregon, right? So I'm an Oregon lover, and I love the sunstones with the color change and the green and the schiller and the red and everything. So I haven't visited the Dust Devil mine yet on my YouTube channel, but I just ran into them while I'm running through the Tucson show, and they have some of these carvings by a gentleman named Dalen Hargrave, and they're amazing. Like, oh my gosh, breathtaking, amazing, like faces and stuff carved out of sunstones. They're ridiculous. I'm gonna show you those right now from the Dust Devil mine. Lighting. Focus.
Lots and lots of people have told me that it's the best mining tool. That's awesome. Calico reels of steel.
Let's start with the opals, because you guys know I love the opals, and this guy has got some amazing opals. Look at that, look at that. Oh yes, I think you would see that color even if it was pitch dark in here, they'd probably glow. Pretty sick. See, he said, should we turn off the lights? Yes, those are sick, they're so good.
May I make a comment here? These greenstones are idocrase, or better known as Vesuvianite in the business, and they're very rare. They're mined in Kenya, and there's almost no production of these gemstones. I have probably the largest selection in Tucson.
You hear that, fasteners? This is, say the name again?
Quest Minerals, Don Thompson.
Vesuvianite?
Vesuvianite.
Vesuvianite, Kenya Vesuvianite. Super rare. Try to facet it, and apparently it looks like you have some faceted stuff right below it, right?
Yeah, right. That's just to show the facetors what the finished stones look like. Of course, they sell the faceted stones too.
$50 a gram. Facetors. I got some facetors to watch my show. I know that. Look at that color change garnet.
What's the hardness? It's not hardness. It's not hardness. Okay.
Look at that color change garnet.
Just flip over that. Green's your favorite color.
And then, you know me, specimens, baby. I love those specimens. So gorgeous on the host rock. We're just sitting in this pretty crystal. I am at the Academy of Faceting Arts booth looking at some amazing stones, obviously, and I was just told that they do demos here, so if you're showing up to the Tucson show, if you're at the Tucson show, you can go to their booth at 22nd Street, which I said earlier. Check out some demos, look at some beautiful stones, buy something, get some classes. So, learning to facet is obviously something that I have thought about, and I'm sure more than a few of you have thought about too. And one of the things I had in my mind was that it was sort of difficult to find somebody that knew how to facet in order to learn from. Sort of like DJing when I first started, an art that nobody wants to teach you. But of course, coming to somewhere where everybody knows stuff and wants to share their knowledge and wants people to learn from them and buy their art and their wares, you end up running into things you didn't even think existed, like a school in the United States that facets gems. Duh. My own thought process sometimes on thinking that things are not accessible in this world is just ridiculous. I think I should do more research and possibly I would actually find what I'm looking for. Yet right now, I don't really have a massive amount of time for faceting, but I definitely am putting this on the plate of things that I have to do. Learn. I love rocks and stones too much to only cap them. And look at that one. 81.25 carat stone. They started out over 300 carats. And that white is so bright. There we go. Gorgeous, is it not? Love it. Love it. But if you watch my show, you know I like finding big rocks. Big, healthy, beautiful rocks. So like any good trade show, you're never quite sure what you're gonna find, right? Like I'm here to look at rocks and minerals and gems, and I've seen amazing stone dinnerware and cups and plates and Coca-Cola bottles carved out of rocks and lamps carved out of rocks. And this time I'm not going to tell you about rocks. See, I was looking at their stones and their cut rocks and stuff like that, but the thing that really interested me is they started talking about their lighting and this big sign they have behind me. And they made it themselves, created it themselves. It's made in North Carolina, I think you said. Where's your shop at? North Carolina? And it's made in Charlotte, North Carolina. And their display looks better than anything else because the lighting is amazing. And the company's called Show Off Lighting. So I'm gonna show you some of their rocks and I'm gonna show you their lighting. Like this is inside the display, right? This is what you normally get. Like on camera it looks all right and everything. But when you get to their display that's underneath their other lighting, it's almost too bright for the camera. Oh, look at that. It lit up perfect, actually. And it's nice and even. And this is working great for my camera. I am super impressed by your lighting. So here's the beautiful stones they have for sale, showing off their display for Show Off Lighting. It's a great name. Catchy, unforgettable. All right, now you guys saw the big rocks. They're making all this themselves. It's all LED. One of the first things I noticed about this setup above me is you have the oscillating yellow and white lights. Now for me, for showing off opals, that's a big deal, the oscillating yellow and white lights, right? So this is a starter kit, comes with the poles, goes up 16 foot over and back down. 50 bucks a foot, $1,200 for the full starter kit, or 50 bucks a foot for just the lighting above. They have other lighting they come up with too. So if you're going to set up your display and sales, these are some good stuff to buy some light. These are some good people to buy some lighting from. These guys are down in Florida, down near Tampa, and they have some amazing stuff. Their card says jewelry and pawn, but they just explained to me that they sort of fell into the pawn business as they're jewelers by trade, and the building they bought originally was a pawn shop, and you know, so that just sort of ended up going hand in hand. They said that their show material or their showcases, how they look here, are definitely not what you would expect when you walk into their store, which is sort of comical. Comical until you see these badass gems and rings they got. Nothing funny about that. That is just damn fine. That's all that is. Look at that. I'm an emerald guy too. You guys know that green is my favorite color. Jesus, I wish I could afford one of those. Oh, but wait. Oh yeah. I sort of like opals too, don't I, guys? Look at this. And this is insane, the color in these. These guys have an amazing eye for picking the stones. I'm like, I don't care if I don't sell it this year. It really doesn't matter. Look at it. Beautiful stones. Beautiful rings. Beautiful gold. So does anybody have about $5,000 to $10,000 to spend? If you do, just go ahead and send it, care of MiningAmerica at. They got great looking stuff, don't they? Star sapphires, man, there is everything at Tucson, that is for sure. Some amazing prices, but really just a whole ton of amazing gems. Whole ton of amazing gems. Handmade flint knap knives. Now flint knapping is one thing, I was used to that, and then I started noticing the carvings on the bone handles. Like, look at the carvings there. Look at that snake. You got that obsidian looking knife, hand flint knapped. Amazing artwork. That is definitely amazing artwork. They did not have me until I saw the bone handles, and I was like, wow. Like that red one right there with the skull on the back, that's mine. I love that. That's awesome. Super awesome. In part 4 of my Tucson trip, I really wanted to highlight some of my favorite sellers from the 22nd Street show. I showed you some of their cards and stuff like that. If they had stuff you liked, or if they happen to be in your area, you can visit them or contact them about purchasing some of their items. I got one more for you. I think I got one more out of the video that I got at Tucson, so one more video here in the next day or so. And that'll be it for the Tucson trip. And I was really trying to get as much video as I could while I was there. And then while I was getting the video, I realized that it might be beneficial to some of the people I was getting the video of if I got the videos up as fast as possible. So that's what I've been doing. I'm trying to pump them out while the show's still going on, so maybe some potential customers will see these people's wares and go out and purchase them. So check the guys out that you see on my videos. They're great people. They got great stuff to sell you. And let me know how it goes. Like, share, subscribe, support. I love you for watching, and I'll see you in the dirt.